This Wild Sips is brought to you by Whitewater Brewing Company.
I am so glad you're here because today, one of your favorites, moose stew.
I do. I love stew.
You do love it.
I do love stew.
And so going along with that theme, you think moose stew, it's a heartier, stick to your bones type of meal. I'm actually also accompanying that with beer bread.
Nice.
Yes. So I thought, okay, what do you think would go well with this type of meal?
So what we've got here is obviously something that's going to be more winterized. It's going to be sitting in the backyard around a fire, a blanket over your lap, like something really cozy like that. I don't know about you, but what I often think about pairings, not only do I think about the flavors, the textures, the structures. We've talked about that now a few times, and that's certainly probably the best way to do it.
Right.
But sometimes when I think about a meal and I think about a pairing, I go to a place in my mind, right? So in this particular place, I'm not thinking about sitting on a beach eating a moose stew. I'm thinking about being in your beautiful backyard, out in the wilderness, cozy. And so I just think a beer. I don't know. For me, every time I think about the great outdoors, my mind naturally goes towards a bit of a beer for some reason. I don't know why that is. We talked about that as well before when we were talking about the farmer's daughter from Whitewater Brewing Company. So I thought that was just really neat. So I brought Whitewater Brewing Company back again.
Nice.
This is just their very thirst quenching, super easy light lager. Now, when I was in school, and sommelier school, so although most of the time, can I pour you some?
Oh, please, yes.
Okay. So most of the time, 3/4, 9/10, whatever it might have been, we were of course studying wine and spirits, but we did do a little short course on beer. And you know how I know the difference between the bottom or top fermentation and between lagers and ales?
I do not.
I know that got really complicated,
Yes,
and it can
tell
get
me.
really complicated, but this is how I simplify it. Because
Thank you.
ales are top fermented, 3 letters in ale, 3 letters in top. That's all you have to remember. So lagers are bottom fermented, and that is how I always remember the difference between lagers and ales. So what we've got here is so when we're talking about the lager, that was just like a little kind of like fun trivia. So if anybody ever asks you what's the difference between ale and lager, top fermented, bottom fermented. But what I love about this lager, and what I actually really love about this company, Craft Brewing, it's just near Ottawa, but we've got these really clean, beautiful, pristine ingredients, right?
Wow, that is nice and light.
It's light, but but there's still substance there. There's still flavor there. It's still giving you something. And that's what I like about it. And I think that this is the beer that you're going to be using in the bread as well. So at least we've got a little bit of echoing of the flavor in the bread. We can even put some more in that stew, right? So you've got some of this beer working in the meal, but you've got the flavor components, you've got that symbiotic nature of the meal and the beer, but this also sort of, I think, ties in with the whole vibe of the meal.
Yes. Well, and it's good to know because, just off the top of my head, I might think if I'm already using it in the recipe, I can't also pair it as a beverage, right? Because that'd be too much. But what you're saying is opposite.
When you are going to be using that beer or wine or spirit in your food, use the same thing that you're going to be drinking at dinner because that just makes the most sense, right? I think the flavors work really well.
I like that. I needed permission for that.
You never need permission. Maybe beg forgiveness, never ask permission.
Bless your heart.